Registered psychologist Tania Johnson is here with us answering your questions and parenting problems from the text line. Good morning, Tania. Thanks so much for being here. We're going to go right to it because we got a couple big ones to get to. Nicole sent us in this question. Her daughter's 5, and she says she signs up her daughter for fun activities, asks her for input on what to register for, but then when they show up, she doesn't participate. And Nicole says she gets angry about the waste of time and the money, and she doesn't want her daughter to miss out on childhood. She says, can you please help me?
Oh, this is a hard one. Okay, so the first thing is that this little one is 5, so she's still really little. One of the things that comes up for me here is that she might be feeling overwhelmed. So her head is saying, yes, I want to do this, but her heart and her body is saying, maybe it's too much.
Yeah.
So what I would recommend to mom is that maybe we just hit the pause button, have a reset, step back from all of those structured activities. And while we take this reset, we focus on really helping to build her brave muscle. So when our kids are anxious, they often step away from new things instead of towards new things. So we want to help her move towards new things. So little things like let her check out her own library books, let her order her food, say hi to a friend at the park. And all of these little moments say to her, I am brave, I am competent, I can do this. And then, when the family's ready, then we can enroll her in something that's small, not with a lot of kids, where we really set her up for success. Little small steps, like, let's go meet the teacher, let's go watch a class. Mom can sit in the first class. But with all of this, mom and her need to be moving towards, I am brave, I am competent, and I can do hard things, even when I feel scared.
Do you have any advice for the frustration part? Because that can be tough too.
It's
you
huge.
don't want to hinder things, but it can be frustrating.
Yeah. So in those moments, we just want to take that step back, take those deep breaths. Don't let her know that you're frustrated, because then it becomes almost like a power struggle. And then she becomes scared because now mom is scared. But when we're ready, we want to sit down and we want to be really careful that we don't offer too many accommodations, because then that says to the kid, oh, I'm not actually sure you can do this either.
Right.
So mom needs to, by herself, just figure out how can we help her to really feel as if she's brave. And then when we're ready, so when we sign up for that ballet class, we need to move forward with lots of confidence. So she goes, oh, mom totally believes that I can do this. So that means that I can actually do this. But I totally get mom's frustration too. That's so hard.
Yeah, that is great advice. I want to get to this one too, because it is around the time when people are signing up for school and kindergarten. This one says, registration's now open. My son was born late in the year. I could wait and send him next fall. I think he could keep up now, but I'm worried about an emotional gap perhaps in the future. How do I know what the right choice is?
So Kent, we get this question a lot. It's a big one for many parents. So the difference between a kiddo that's just turned 5 and a child that is 5 and 9 months is huge. But then we throw them all into this kindergarten class and we forget about these developmental discrepancies. So for instance, we know that children who are younger in a class are more likely to be diagnosed with ADHD than children who are older. So every kid's going to be different, every family and their situation is going to be different. But if we can swing it, I often suggest that we just stay away from that structured academic classroom for another year. And if we can, we give the kiddo lots of space for free play, unstructured time, in an environment where the ratio of adults per children are less than 30-to-1 as it would be in a kindergarten class.
Okay. That's good advice, because a lot of people get stuck in that sort of gray zone. So there you go. If you'd like to ask Tania or her colleague Tammy any questions, the text line is always open. You can text us at 10400. Tania is the co-founder of the Institute of Child Psychology. She's also the co-author of the Parenting Handbook. You can learn more about her and her work at instituteofchildpsychology.com. And as mentioned, if you have any questions, you can text us at 10400. Happy to get those answers for you.